Chapter 1. The Echo of Steel. As the heavy steel doors creak open, the chilling sound of metal against metal reverberates through the stark corridors of the maximum security prison. This auditory landscape is punctuated by the distant clatter of chains and the muted murmurs of inmates, creating a symphony of confinement. A voice emerges, a gentle yet firm narrator, weaving together the haunting sounds that encapsulate the lived experience within these walls. Within these confines, the narrator begins, each echo tells a story, a tale of sorrow, desperation, and surprisingly, resilience. The chilling atmosphere is palpable, as listeners are invited to step into the shoes of those tethered to their past mistakes. It is a world where hope flickers softly, and every heartbeat resonates with the quest for redemption. The chapter sets the stage for the profound and intimate journeys that unfold, echoing the complex humanity found behind the cold steel of these prison walls. Chapter 2. Meet Marcus, the Dreamer. The soft scratch of a pencil against paper permeates the air as Marcus the Dreamer Jordan shares his story. A former artist, his world crumbled with the loss of his mother, plunging him into despair and a life of crime. The echoes of midnight cries for help echo through his past, haunting him, yet propelling him toward redemption. Here in the confines of his cell, he rediscovers his passion for painting. With each brushstroke, he channels his grief and pain into vivid scenes of hope, allowing fellow inmates to connect with their emotions through art. There's power in creating something beautiful, he reflects, his voice trembling with conviction. He teaches art workshops, igniting sparks of creativity in others, transforming pain into purpose. Through the darkness of incarceration, Marcus learns that even behind these walls, dreams can bloom and healing can begin, weaving a tapestry of resilience and inspiration. Chapter 3. The Walls Speak, Daily Life. The relentless ticking of a clock resonates within the cavernous prison hall, marking the passage of time for inmates navigating their stark reality. The day begins with the clang of steel doors, reverberating through the air as warm sunlight filters through barred windows. Conversations emerge, layered with laughter and grievances, creating a tapestry of life behind these walls. Mealtimes are chaotic, trays clattering against metal tables as inmates line up, sharing furtive smiles and quiet stories over bland food. Yet within the monotony, slivers of hope and resilience shine through the mundane. During recreation, laughter echoes in the yard, where fleeting moments of joy punctuate the starkness of their environment. The sounds of basketballs bouncing and voices mingling echo the faint stirrings of camaraderie. As they navigate the challenges of the day, the inmates reveal their shared humanity, proving that even in confinement, life continues to pulse with possibility. Chapter 4. Lisa the Warrior steps forward. As the heavy steel doors clang shut, Lisa's voice rises above the murmurs of the prison yard, filled with raw vulnerability. "I never wanted to be here," she confesses, tracing the contours of her life that spiraled into addiction after a tumultuous past. A single mother striving for a better future, Lisa's journey to incarceration became the catalyst for her transformation. In a moment of clarity, she found strength in vulnerability. In the cramped confines of their shared cell, she gathers a group of fellow inmates, igniting a support system rooted in empathy and empowerment. "We are warriors," she tells them, sharing their stories of loss, pain, and resilience. Laughter mingles with tears as their bond deepens, fostering a sisterhood amid the concrete walls. With each meeting, they dismantle the chains of their pasts, nurturing hope for a brighter tomorrow and the promise of breaking the cycle of addiction. Chapter 5. Eli the Scholar Speaks. As the sound of scraping chairs and hushed conversations fades, Eli's voice emerges, resonating with a quiet intensity. Once a dedicated high school teacher, his life unraveled when financial struggles led him to embezzle funds. "It wasn't just the money," he reflects, "it was my sense of self-worth that I lost." Inside these walls, Eli found solace in education, rediscovering his passion for learning and teaching. He describes the makeshift classroom where inmates gather, eager for knowledge, their laughter punctuating the examples he shares. "I teach them not just to read and write, but to find their voices, to realize they can be more than their pasts." Eli's commitment to growth transforms the drab prison walls into a sanctuary of hope, where the pursuit of knowledge becomes a lifeline. Education is my redemption, he concludes, and in these classrooms, we're rewriting our futures. The echo of his words lingers, a testament to the transformative power of learning. Chapter 6. Bonds Formed, Trust Built. In the harsh confines of prison, where distrust often reigns, unexpected friendships flourish. The sound of laughter punctuates the starkness as inmates gather in shared spaces, forging connections that transcend their pasts. In the recreation yard, Eli throws a wide smile towards Lisa, who has just cracked a joke about their drab uniforms, earning a chorus of chuckles from those nearby. Marcus organizes an impromptu art session, inviting his fellow inmates to express their stories through paint, allowing vulnerability to blossom among hardened exteriors. As the days blend into one another, their shared experiences create a tapestry of trust, weaving together lives once shrouded in isolation. They exchange dreams, insecurities, and hopes beyond the walls. Within this fragile haven, laughter serves as a balm, reminding them that even in the bleakest of environments, human connection sparks the light of resilience, the first step toward collective healing and redemption. Chapter 7. The Weight of Betrayal. The atmosphere in the prison shifted abruptly as the heavy steel doors clanged shut for lockdown. Tension hung in the air, thick as the silence that followed. Inmates, usually engaged in quiet camaraderie, cast wary glances at one another, a palpable sense of anxiety settling among them. Then, during a hushed gathering in the common area, a secret came to light, a betrayal that cut deep within their established trust. "Henry's been slinging our letters to the outside," whispered Lisa, her voice trembling, echoing the heartbreak that sprawled across their community. Marcus felt the air grow colder. Hope and brotherhood cracked like fragile glass. In this confined world, vulnerabilities exposed stirred feelings of anger, loss, and disbelief. Yet in the fragility, they also found a lesson, a reminder that bonds, once tempered with honesty, could either hold firm or shatter. Through shared pain, they learned to redefine trust, fostering resilience within their walls. Chapter 8. Moments of Solitude and Reflection. In the stillness of the prison yard, surrounded by high walls, Marcus, Lisa, and Eli find rare moments of peace where they can escape, even if just briefly, the weight of their circumstances. The soft rustle of leaves and the distant sounds of chatter offer a backdrop to their introspection. Marcus reflects on his past, sketching vivid images in the dirt with a stick, capturing fleeting moments of joy and love he once experienced. "I used to dream in color," he whispers, his voice tinged with yearning. Meanwhile, Lisa sits on a bench, her gaze fixed on the sky. "Every day I remind myself that I'm fighting not just for me," she confides, her voice steady, "but for my kids." Her spirit shines, even in confinement. Eli closes his eyes, remembering the classrooms where he once taught. "Knowledge is my way out," he muses, "and these moments of reflection guide me." Each thought shared is a step towards healing, revealing the indomitable spirit that resides within. Chapter 9. The Transformation Journey. In the dimly lit classroom of the prison, the sound of chalk scraping against the board fills the air as Eli, the scholar Thompson, reviews a lesson plan. Through the echoes, various inmates can be heard discussing their aspirations in a program aimed at self-improvement. Marcus and Lisa sit together, sharing notes about art therapy and its healing impact. The soundscape shifts, capturing the rhythmic tapping of pens on paper and hushed whispers of encouragement. As Marcus paints vivid scenes with his words, he describes transforming his grief into vibrant artwork, lightening the weight of his past. Lisa recounts the powerful meetings of her support group, where sharing stories fosters strength and hope. The chapter culminates in a palpable sense of motivation, echoing the belief that even behind bars, they have the power to reshuffle their fate, turning despair into a journey of learning and resilience. Chapter 10. Reconnecting with the Past. In the dim light of their cells, the inmates of maximum security grapple with the profound impact of their choices on loved ones. Lisa the warrior reflects on her children's faces, the ache of missed milestones each day amplifying her resolve to change. "Every time I close my eyes," she confides, "I see their smiles, but also their confusion. I want to be more than just a name on a visitor sign-in sheet." Eli, the scholar, shares his remorse for betraying the trust of his former students. "I let them down," he sighs, "but I dream of teaching them again someday." He pens letters to his family, pouring out his heart, hoping to bridge the chasm his decisions have created. As the echoes of distant laughter and tears blend into the prison soundscape, the yearning for connection resonates deeply. Within these walls, the inmates find strength, not just in their stories, but in their hopes of rekindling the bonds that truly matter. Chapter 11. The Road to Redemption begins. As the inmates gather in the stark, fluorescent-lit room, a collective energy fills the air, charged with hope and anticipation. Each voice recounts personal aspirations, unearthing dreams long buried beneath layers of regret. Marcus, with vibrant sketches in hand, shares his vision of opening an art studio for at-risk youth, a chance to redirect their paths away from crime. Lisa passionately discusses her goal of becoming an addiction counselor, determined to help others break free from the chains of substance abuse. Eli, surrounded by books, expresses a longing to teach and inspire, highlighting the transformative power of education. Through community mentorship programs, inmates receive guidance from those who have walked a similar path, fostering a symbiotic relationship of learning and encouragement. As the chapter unfolds, it becomes clear that redemption is not solely an internal journey. It flourishes through connections, support, and the shared pursuit of a better future, igniting a profound sense of purpose within these walls. Chapter 12. Celebrating Progress. As the day of the graduation ceremony approaches, anticipation ripples through the prison. Inmates gather in the common area, dressed in borrowed caps and gowns, their faces a blend of pride and nervousness. The sound of shuffling feet and whispered encouragement fills the air, punctuated by laughter and the occasional nervous chuckle. Eli takes a moment to reflect on his journey, recalling the late nights spent studying with fellow inmates, their shared hopes illuminating the darkness of incarceration. Lisa stands beside him, her heart swelling with gratitude for the support group she helped create, realizing the power of community as they each prepare to receive their certificates. The ceremony commences with the sound of applause echoing through the hall, a celebration of resilience and personal growth that pierces through the heavy walls of confinement. As each name is called, the air brims with hope, marking not just an accomplishment, but the promise of new beginnings beyond the prison gates. Chapter 13. A Glimmer of Hope. The atmosphere in the prison auditorium buzzes with anticipation. Inmates dressed in simple robes sit side by side, hearts racing as they await the moment when their achievements will be recognized. The sound of clapping reverberates through the hall as each inmate's name is called, echoing off the walls like a testament to their resilience. Marcus looks over at Lisa, their eyes sparkling with pride, both having supported each other on this tumultuous journey. Eli takes a deep breath, recalling the countless hours spent studying in his cell. As they walk across the stage to receive their certificates, the soft notes of a piano weave through the applause, creating a haunting melody that lingers in the air. This ceremony is more than just an ending. It symbolizes the beginning of their transformed selves. Amongst cheers of encouragement, hope blooms anew, painting a brighter future behind the walls where nightmares once thrived.